There are two kind of specific ways that I take care of my mental health that are like really like the things for me. One is riding my bike. I just love to be moving fast, have like the wind blowing in my face. It really provides a lot of clarity for me. Like I can clear my mind. Another is music. The music part is really, I think, my saving grace. It is an outlet for me to express any of the feelings that I have internally or anything I'm struggling with. I put it into the music, and I'm able to be creative and create lemonade out of the lemons. My first experiences with depression started when I was 14. I had come out as gay to my family. The reaction to that was devastating. Like, most of my family immediately turned their backs. I remember my father said he knew he wasn't mine, and that really was a turn in my life at that time. The depression and the suicidal thoughts and things like that started to creep in. When I found out I was HIV positive, I was on a downward spiral for a while. I remember outward appearances were very like, but internally it was the complete opposite. To be honest with you, my mind went blank. I felt like I had died in that moment. I walked the streets of Toronto in a fog, in a haze, and then decided to call my partner. He was the first sign to me that my idea of what this was going to be was not necessarily the case, because his reaction was, "I love you and come see me." People just embraced me, and it immediately kind of shifted my idea of what I thought my life was going to be from that point on. I think I was at -0, but at that point got up to at least like a 0 and then built from there. The simple act of opening up already puts you on a path to something positive. My bandmates really became like angels on earth for me, just in their patience with me, their understanding, particularly when it is a depressive episode or more challenging times. I definitely think there is a stigma around seeking any kind of help. I think there's an idea that you're dealing with broken people. You're broken. If you need to do that, you're broken, you're flawed. That goes hand in hand with an HIV positive status. It's really unfortunate because, I mean, the idea of perfection and flawlessness is just not real. But we subscribe to it so much. If you're living on planet Earth, you know that perfect is just not real. The biggest lesson that I've learned about myself is really just allowing yourself to be vulnerable and removing the facade and just speak the truth. Vulnerability was like the key to me finding that self-love. Growing up and being such a big fan of music, there was just no artist that I felt that I could look up to. There was just no representation. I almost feel like I am now that artist that I wish that I had when I was a kid. So it's like, I'm kind of a fan of my other bandmates because I feel like they are that thing that I would have wanted. But also today we are that for others. An achievement that I can accomplish now that I couldn't before is being able to be the fullest and best artist that I can. And that comes with not just being on stage and singing and dancing and performing and all those other things, but being a light and a source of inspiration and hope for other people, that they can look at me and look at rILverse, look at what we do and find strength and take strength in who they are to really step into the greatness of themselves and become their greatest versions. And I would have never been able to do that had I not found the key that works for me in terms of having a healthy mental health state.